Welcome back to Tom's Garage. Beautiful Saturday morning. Golly, it's already near 70, man. It's about 11 o'clock. I am starting a new project. I had a customer I delivered the last Craftsman DLT3000 to, and part of the deal was he could give me that one. Don't you just love free stuff? So this one, I looked at the engine code, and it is a 2002 manufacture date, so it's probably a 2003 model. This one is a DLT Lawn Care LLC 3000. Don't know what the D stands for, but LT3000 is what I'm going to call it. It's pretty crusty. This one's got the fuel tank in the back, in the battery right here. That's why you got a fuel pump. That fuel pump may be bad, I bet. This one's got the good Marlboro carb. Still got the original Briggs emblem on it, so I know that's not aftermarket. It's probably original, or it may have been replaced. Let me look at the air filter. Ew, creepy. Well, the air filter looks nice. Let's check the Earl. Ooh, very low and very black. I don't know anything about the battery. It's sat in his backyard for a long time, so I'm gonna go through this thing, man. What an awesome project this is gonna be. Of course, it's gonna need tires. He's already had the deck taken off. Got it sitting over here. I can tell this pulley's been replaced before. Somebody's evidently taken care of it. It's got a new air filter. I see some things that's been replaced. The blades on this thing are really good shape. Look at there. Hell, they look brand new. All the bearings in it are good. Looks like this one, this spindle may have been replaced before. It has, because this one's got the grease fitting on top of it. And I can see where they had to notch this out to be able to get to that grease fitting. Well, of course, the belt is shredded, so we'll need belts, front tires, new battery, and this seat, of course. I'm sure I got a good seat in the junkyard we could put on it. Of course, the key's missing. I'm gonna get this thing outside, man. I'm gonna pressure clean it real good before I ever touch it. I'll get under there and check the drive belt and the pulleys and all that good stuff, and I'm gonna see if this thing will run. Okay, fellas, I got this thing cleaned up a little bit, enough to work on. I slapped a new battery in it. I went ahead and put the 10 amp charger on there. That battery's been sitting around for a few months. I want to make sure that it don't cause any problems. With the fuel tank under the seat, you know, usually they're right there. I can just pop it off and dump it out, but I had to use my oil pump and suck out what fuel was in there. And in the bottom of it, I had to use my little turkey baster. It had just a little bit of water. I don't know how well you can see that. I haven't changed the oil yet. I just want to make sure this thing will run. I took the fuel solenoid off, and nothing came out of the bowl. So I sprayed a little carburetor cleaner up inside of it, and I tested the solenoid while I had it off, and it works good. It'll take a few seconds for this thing to prime itself enough to run, so I'm going to use some carb cleaner. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got here. Nope. Yeah, we're going to have the same problem I've run into before. Maybe I can I'm going to pop that valve cover off and adjust the valves on it, see what they look like. And I'm hoping it's not going to be a cam issue. So let's do that. All right, I got this thing jacked up in the front so all the oil flows back into the engine. Got the spark plug out, and let's pop this valve cover off. Oh, that's kind of loose right there. I've got some rags there in case anything oozes out, which it probably won't. Well, I just lost that screw. Yeah, that valve cover just falls right. Usually got to pry these valve covers off. That one just fell right off. Yeah. Well, let's see what we got here. Nothing dripped out, that's good. You can see this one had that famous valve cover gasket leak. All under there is coated. Let's see, let me spin this engine around. Oh God, look how loose that is. Yeah. That one's actuated, so this one shouldn't be. Yeah. Yeah, buddy, there's the intake right there. That thing is loose as a goose. Let me grab a wrench here. I know that's a T20. T20. I don't believe this thing's a 2002. I told you wrong a while ago. I couldn't read it right. Yeah, my neighbor's having a yard sale. Every time somebody stops by, the little ankle biters go nuts. Why would you do that? Put your dogs up when you have a yard sale. I can't tell what that says. I don't know what year this thing is. It may be a 5. What does the tag on this side say? Yeah, 05. Yeah, it's a 2005. Okay. 2005. Oh, God. If I can just break that. Yep. Look at there. Broke it right loose. Yeah, these valves are loose. Just enough to hold it. I like setting them at 4,000, so I don't know what you guys like, but yeah, it's a little tight. Just make sure these little valve stem doohickeys on the end of the valve stem, they're there. Make sure they're not falling off somewhere. Turn that right there. That one's been activated, so you know this one's good to adjust. I don't take the time to set top dead center on the compression stroke and all that stuff. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Okay. Where'd it go? Yeah, 4,000ths. That's a little loose. All right, man. Yeah, these valves are terribly, terribly loose. So maybe that cured the compression release problem, and maybe it doesn't have a cam problem. You know, it was a free tractor. It wouldn't be much. I just don't feel like doing another cam job right now. Y'all hang loose. I'm gonna put the cover back on and spark plug back in it. Let's see what she does. I got the spark plug back in it. I'm not gonna clean this gasket or nothing like that just yet. I'm just gonna pop this thing back together and see how she acts. So that's what we'll do. Might get lucky. Might get lucky. I believe that's what that feller said was the reason he parked this thing and bought his neighbor's tractor, the one I worked on last. And he offered this one to me, so yeah. Okay, let's see. Got all that done and everything. Let's fire this thing up, see how she acts. I'm not going to put the battery charger back on it because it's been on the charger for about a half an hour. It's a new battery. Let's see what we do here. Look at there. Look at there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right, come on there. Well, still ain't priming. Still ain't priming. Come on. Come on. I'll have to clean that carburetor, I bet. She's a runner, that's all it is, man. Just need a valve adjustment. Now it's been sitting, now it's gonna need a carburetor cleaning, or probably a new carburetor. That ain't much. That don't look like an old carburetor though. It just needs to be ran. It's got bad fuel between the fuel tank and the carburetor And yeah, look at that. That thing is smoking, man. All that oil been dripping on it for so long. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, that's part one, man. We have got ourselves a runner. We have got ourselves a runner. Sounds good too, no knocking. Now it's gonna need an oil change, spark plug, and all that kind of stuff, so.